This shows me that Aaron Rodgers is pretty principled in his thoughts on what he told Kenny Mayne and what he thinks about this organization right now, even if they tried to make it right.
The Green Bay Packers, they were attempting to make Aaron Rodgers the highest paid quarterback in the NFL over the duration of the contract extension that they offered him, doubling the salary that he would be paid this year. And Adam Schefter said Rodgers turned it down. Told the Green Bay Packers he would not sign that contract extension that would pay him Patrick Mahomes type money for the next 5 years, including a 2-year contract extension. And many have said throughout this process that the Packers would pony up and pay him, and that he is going to show up and be the Aaron Rodgers franchise quarterback, MVP quarterback, and all of those issues and the bad blood between the organization and Rodgers would go away. Now that he's turned down the contract and training camp starts next week, what storylines do we go into Green Bay Packers training camp with, and is Rodgers there?
Well, the thing is, just like when a guy signs a deal and we hear the agent tout the numbers, right? The agent is the source of the initial numbers. And we said, well, we have to see the structure to know what this deal really is. We're not going to learn what the structure of this offer was, but this is very convenient to say it, because if they offered him $50 million non-guaranteed salaries in 24 and 25, it's really nothing, because he would have been cuttable and that money never would have come to fruition. So this makes it sound like, hey, Green Bay offered him exactly what he asked for, the kind of deal that would have made Jordan Love have to be moved and put him in place. But no, if it's not guaranteed and it was backloaded, then it's funny money, right? It sounds good. It's a nice headline. It lets Aaron Rodgers look good.
Not funny for 2021.
Right. It makes Aaron Rodgers look good, but he's looking for more than that.
They offered him $45 million to play this year, and he's making $21.
Right. So a good raise for this year. But all along, the thing for him has been beyond this year. I want security beyond this year, when it's clear your intention is to go with Jordan Love beyond this year. So if that's all we know about it, what it does this year, all it does is give him further security, further money this year, and what he's looking for is something beyond this year. It doesn't solve necessarily that issue.
But I think what it says is he's looking for something other than the Green Bay Packers. That's what turning down this offer means.
Well, if they gave him something that guaranteed that he was going to be the guy in 22 and 23, that would entail getting rid of Jordan Love because they can't exercise the option down the road, and that would be a different conversation. Green Bay hasn't done anything for him to indicate that they're going that direction.
Have you ever gotten a new boss and there came a point where there's a realization that it just was never going to work?
Yes,
with that
new
boss? Have you guys had that sensation before? I feel like that would be something familiar.
You know immediately.
I think you would know, but there's something that happens. You get little indications here and there. You see signs on the wall and you start to read the tea leaves and think, this may not be for me. The direction of this, whatever it is, may not be for me. My vision may not work here. I may not be able to work with this person. And then there's something that happens and you are out on that person. This shows me that Aaron Rodgers is pretty principled in his thoughts on what he told Kenny Mayne and what he thinks about this organization right now. Even if they tried to make it right with him, there were signs on the wall before that, and when the drafting of Jordan Love happened and he wasn't given a heads up, he, to me, sounds like a guy turning down this contract to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL that looked at that and said, I'm out. I'm done with this guy. It's him or me. I don't want to play for this organization anymore. And Aaron Rodgers has made enough money and done enough in his career where he can take a principled stance. Not everyone could do this, but Aaron Rodgers can do this.
How is this that different? They're pouring more money on him this year, and they're at an impasse because he wants more than this year. And all they did was sweeten this year. All that we know that they did on the details that are out is that they sweetened this year. That doesn't address the problem.
I just don't think he's going to – he's out.
They're trying to get one more year from him.
Yeah.
And he wants more than 1 year.
They attempted to double his salary, and he said no.
Because he wants more than 1 year.
And so he's out.
Right. Well, they have to come back to him with more than 1 year.
But they did. We don't know the details. Right. The details could be that they gave him a raise every single year over the duration of the contract. And most contracts in the NFL are not fully guaranteed. as it stands right now. There's a 10-year deal for Patrick Mahomes that's $450 million. And chances are, by the time we get to year 7, that deal's restructured.
Right, but if you sign a new deal today, the odds of the guarantee extending beyond 1 year are very good. So,
I would guess the odds are very good in this case too, if they're trying to appease Aaron Rodgers.
But we don't know. There's no reporting on the details of this contract beyond this year.
I don't think this is a negotiation right now. I think this is Aaron Rodgers is out. He's out on Gutekunst. He's out on the direction of the organization. I don't know that there's anything they could do that would put him back in with the Packers.
Every indication we've had up until this report was everybody's expecting him to show up.
Including the Packers.
All of his old teammates.
And we have had no indication from Aaron Rodgers on that.
I think he wants a commitment for multiple years.
I do too.
And I think he wants that commitment from another NFL team. I think the moment they traded up and drafted Jordan Love and him turning down this offer shows that. And there are times where it's a benefit and it's a strength to be that principled on something. There are other times where you need to swallow your pride and negotiate, or at least listen to another side of things, right? Right or wrong, wherever you fall in this Aaron Rodgers debate and think about him versus the Packers and everything else, or his personality, whatever, Aaron Rodgers is at a point in his life and career where he can decide. If it looks petty or he looks like he's too full of himself or whatever, it doesn't matter. He can decide. He can ultimately say, this is not for me, and I'll sit out if I have to because I don't want to play for this organization anymore. The more stories like this pop, the more I think he may just be completely done with the Packers. This isn't a charade. He's not coming back. And yes, he wants a multi-year commitment, but he wants that commitment from a team not in Green Bay.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified every time Outkick 360 goes live. We are live weekdays, 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, right here across the Outkick network. And while you're at it, like this video and let us know what you think in the comments below.